Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurirfan, nama matrik 288008, and my title for the individual assignment is Improving Public Transportation Service. Public transportation is economical and effective for individuals, and it is provided by well-established transportation networks. In Malaysia, there are two types of public transportation that are widely used. There are bus and trains. Every day, a lot of people use public transportation for different occasions. So, this study will be focused on this public transportation service. In fact, there are several problems with the public transportation in Malaysia, and most of the users have negative experience in using public transportation. First of all, public transportation is not accessible to person with disabilities. Person with disabilities including disabled person that are using wheelchairs. This type of community encounters several challenges in using public transportation. There are a lot of physical barriers that make it harder for them to access. For example, how can a person with a wheelchair access the bus if the bus is located higher from the ground? Next, most of the bus stops also are not person with disability friendly because there are no access for them to use the bus stop because they are also located higher from the ground, and also even worse, the poor maintenance of the bus stop make it difficult not only for them but also to the elderly and parents that are using strollers for their children. Next, there are no designated area for the disabled person to sit in public transportation, such as bus. There should be a special area for them to sit in the bus. Nowadays, people with wheelchairs need to sit at the back of the bus, and their wheelchairs need to be put underneath their seat. So it will be very difficult for them. Next is also unclear signage at the stations. People with sensory and sight problem may encounter problems to access or know the information at the public transport stations. The second problem is inadequate service. Nowadays, there are very low bus frequencies. Some of the users report that they have to wait up to 45 minutes until the bus to arrive. This is very time consuming. Other countries in Southeast Asia like Indonesia and Singapore have better transport system than us. The poor quality and condition of public transport also one of the problem. There are a few solutions to improve the quality of public transportation. First and foremost, by installing lifts and ramps. Accessible amenities like elevators, ramps, and barrier-free features can guarantee all commuters can utilize public transportation easily. Rubber gap fillers between trains and platform also need to be installed to reduce the risk of the disabled person to become trapped. The second one, maintenance of bus stop shelter. Authorized person need to improve accessibility at bus stop as well as routinely inspected to detect any damage to the bus stop. The third one is accessible bus. Do you know a developed country like Japan have bus with lift to support person with disabilities to access the public transportation? So we need to learn from this type of country. And every bus or public transportation must have 2 wheelchair seats in order to make public transportation is accessible to this type of community. Other than that, signs and braille can be installed at the stations. Bus stop can have tactile walking surface indicators and braille signage installed for the disabled person to access the information easily. One more important solution is bus lane enforcement. Bus-only designated lanes must be effective with the control of laws and regulations. And last but not least is the tracking system. They can use the tracking system with upgrade to GPS-based bus tracking for the passenger to know precisely when the bus will arrive, planning route, schedule and maintenance schedule are made easier with this information. In conclusion, Malaysia's poor public transport infrastructure presents serious problems for the transportation network. Investing in public transportation is essential for improving security, safety and dependability. So, Malaysia can build an effective public transport service that serves people needs and promote sustainable mobility. Thank you.